this is so awkward. This was someone who was on this channel before, obviously not Cheyenne or Katie.
I don't know. Mary just was not fucking with the buttered noodles.
Yeah, because she's used to avocado toast.
And I think she's WE.
Never.
Or like ever even talk about
Never
it.
in 4 years of friendship, ever. Okay, so before you watch this video or the footage, I need to cut in and say this was filmed before I got pregnant. This was filmed before I got pregnant, like a month before I got pregnant. That's why we're like smoking and drinking and stuff. So this video was filmed a while ago because I'm a little over 6 months pregnant now. So if you're confused on why I'm like smoking and drinking, that's why. But I haven't seen this footage since like I filmed it. Obviously, I haven't went back and watched it because I didn't even know if I was gonna post this. So I might have to cut in and add some stuff that I've been thinking, like have like thought of over the past few months. And the reason I'm even like about to edit this video, like I don't even know if I was going to post it or not, but the reason I am editing it is because I was looking through my emails today, as I do sometimes, and it said someone attempted to log into my Snapchat. And I have not tried to log into my Snapchat. I know my Snapchat password, it's saved on my phone. I have not gotten on my Snapchat since like I found out I was pregnant and I posted, please don't text or add this Snapchat, don't send it to anyone. I'm not using this Snapchat anymore. And the only reason I still have it is because I have so many memories in that Snapchat. I honestly just want to go through and delete everyone so I can just like, I don't know, I don't have storage to like transfer all of those pictures and videos to my phone, so I just have them in there. But if I could remove everyone, I would. But there's like a few hundred people that I would have to remove. So I just haven't done that. I've just left my Snapchat alone, and it gives me horrible anxiety. As soon as I saw that email, I immediately went to go like check my Snapchat because my heart was just pounding so bad. I started panicking. I don't know, I hate Snapchat. I hate thinking about it. When I logged into my Snapchat though, I saw this girl I used to be friends with screen record my friendship profile. So basically like my Bitmoji and then my username and Snap score. Funny enough, it was right at the exact time someone had tried to log into my Snapchat. Why was she screen recording like my username? We have nothing saved in chat, nothing at all. I don't message her. She pretty much made my life a living hell for like 2 or 3 years and like ruined my reputation basically. And she made me think of this girl that I filmed this video about. I'm honestly just so tired of like seeing stuff like that. It just makes me so like anxious. I don't know, after seeing that stuff, I literally have to completely calm myself down, control my breathing, get my heart to stop pounding until I remember I can just block these people. And I've taken full advantage of that. I have so many people, including the person that this video is about. I have her blocked on everything. I just think back to when I was friends with these people and how miserable and like just like rude they were to people, and how much like shit they talked about everyone and about everything. Like they were just such miserable, like dwelling people. And I just know that they're still like this. And I'm doing great. Like I'm so content. I'm pregnant as shit with a precious little baby boy. Me and Adam are about to move into an apartment, and I'm trying to build back genuine friendships instead of drug bonds like what these people have and what I had with them when I was a teenager. And I just look back at them and just like, I don't know, they're just still doing the same stuff that they were doing when I was friends with them. They just seem so childish and immature. And I'm content that I'm not any drama anymore. I just block these people and I don't have to worry about it. I don't worry about or think about these people at all. And again, I'm very content that they are not in my life anymore because they are just such draining, toxic people, like the person that I'm going to be talking about in this video that you're about to see. And like the girl who screen recorded my profile. I forgot she was even on my Snapchat. But this is why I don't have Snapchat. I'm just getting ready for my baby to come and shopping and just preparing and learning as much as I can before my baby gets here. And I'm very excited to become a mom, and that I got all of these toxic people out of my life because I just still see what they're doing and they're acting the same. And I'm still recovering. Yesterday was my year sober day from the drug I was addicted to, and I'm just so proud of myself. I'm so proud of myself and how far I've come. I, for the first time, like, genuinely feel excited about the future and don't feel like I want to die all of the time. And I truly hope that the people, because this probably won't be the only person I make a video about, because there's a few people, like said person who screen recorded my thing. She made my high school experience horrible, and I have a lot of trauma from that. I already wanted to make a video on that, but that just like sparked me wanting to like edit this video because I just want to get what I have to say out and just never think about these people again and move forward with my life like I should have done a long time ago. But I don't know, I'm just really thankful that I just turned 19 a few days ago. I'm a year sober and I'm pregnant. I'm just very glad I'm not doing the same things that these people are doing and acting the way that they're acting. With all of that being said, I hope you enjoy my misery in this video and make better decisions on people that you want to be friends with. But I was doing some of the same stuff that they were doing. That's why they were my friends at one point. But I grew out of it. Oh my god. Okay, so I'm finally starting this series about my friends who have fucked me over, because basically every friend that I had as soon as I moved to the school that I moved to, I mean, I've said it a few times, it's been on hoodies. This was someone who was on this channel before, obviously not Cheyenne or Katie. There's a hair in my mouth. This video is about someone who was on my channel like 2 times. The videos are obviously not up anymore. But yeah, she was my friend for about 4 years. So basically at the same time that I met Cheyenne, because they were best friends in 8th grade. And then when we got to high school, they kind of stopped being friends because this girl is psychotic. Yeah, so we're going to be talking about her in this video. She was my friend for about 4 years. But let's smoke first. And Adam so graciously rolled a blunt, so we're gonna smoke that. Oh my god, where do I start? No, you can have it.
The cooking was shitty.
So I became friends with her my freshman year, and I'm gonna try to describe anything I can possibly remember right now, even though I'm probably not gonna remember a lot because the blunt. So I met her my freshman year because she was Cheyenne's old best friend. So I started becoming extremely close to Cheyenne, and they weren't really close anymore because she was doing the same things to Cheyenne that she was doing to me. But one of the first times me and Mary hung out was Halloween night my freshman year, I think like 2017, because I was supposed to graduate 2021. I don't even know if that's right. But her and Cheyenne came over to my house, and she brought a guy to my house, and they were just like making out. But fast forward, he stopped talking to Mary, and she started spreading a whole bunch of rumors about him like all over the school. I'm just talking about the first time I like hung out with her and like my first impressions. And no one believed her because none of them were like correct, and she was just kind of being, you know. Yeah, I can't remember what she was spreading around. It was my freshman year, and me and Cheyenne were never off and on until like I would say October 2020. So like my senior year, that's when we started being like on and off friendship in our 4th year of friendship. And me and her were like we were always on and off with Mary, like always, because Mary would always do fucked up shit. But I'm gonna fast forward to the stuff that she did recently, and Adam was there for a lot of it. But yeah, I'm not really gonna talk about the rest of freshman, sophomore, junior year because that's just irrelevant. That's teenage stupid stuff that needs to be left in the past. No one was fully developed. Nothing needs to be held against people. We're gonna talk about current things now. Current is past year. It's not like 2 months ago, like past year. Like October 2020 to now it's October 2021, so past year. I have not talked to this girl since February of 2021, I believe, and now it's October, so I've given it time. I've thought my feelings, and we're just gonna talk about like October 2020 to February 2021. Wow, that was a twang.
A tongue twister. Oh my god, that was a tongue twister.
127. So this girl, Mary, grew up in a nice house, like a big house with 2 parents, and she had one little sister and a big sister apparently that moved out years and years ago. So she had like a little sister in the house, and her parents would always just give her money, and her dad bought her a bong and like sophomore year, and like would just give her money even though he knew she was spending it on weed, and she would steal money from her sister and from her dad. And Mary would, but Mary would always like make people know that she has money, or that her daddy gave her money, or that she bought something new. Like she would rub it in people's faces, like especially me, like my junior senior year. Like she would always like their fucking car. She would definitely brag a lot about money and like the things that she had.
This one time. What?
Don't keep saying what you're gonna say. Take it over.
This one time, Lilia over here had some friends over, and I'll call her.
Her name.
I'll call her.
Mary. Oh.
I'll call her Susie. We're all at our house.
I can't.
And really what happened was we were all sitting in here in the room. We're just, chilling as friends chill, talking how friends talk, and people were hungry. And so Lilia like the doll she is, was like, okay, I'll make something for us to eat. And I think it was like spaghetti and hamburger.
Yeah, that's what it was.
It was buttered noodles and hamburger.
No, literally, because that's all we had in the house. Because at that time I was inactive, like I was in my active addiction, and we literally just like didn't have food in the house. Like we were just spending all of our money on what I was addicted to. So that's like we literally had noodles, butter and beef and seasoning and stuff. I used fucking seasoning too.
And so we make it.
Continue.
And I'm like, I don't know, just buttered noodles and hamburger is like something I've had before, like ever since I was little. So like it's not like,
because we grew up broke. We were broke bitches growing up. Like I'm sorry I didn't grow up with 2 parents in a fucking mansion like you did. But continue
so
before I get angry.
I'm over here smacking on these noodles.
Yeah, and so is Susie, and so am I, because Susie also, she literally lives like 5 minutes down the street, and she grew up the same we did, like not having, like eating ramen and whatever your mom fucking made because she was fucking tired after work, like, or whatever, like not having money. But Mary grew up in a big ass house with always eating avocado toast and being able to DoorDash herself some fucking French toast or some Cheesecake Factory. Like, I did not get that opportunity when I was younger.
I don't know. Mary just was not fucking with the buttered noodles.
Yeah, because she's used to avocado toast.
And I think she took like
and steak.
3 bites and she was like, I'm not eating this.
Yeah, and the rest of me, him, and Susie were smacking. We were just like, this is so good.
I was like,
I didn't explain it well, so I'm just gonna cut in. Basically, Mary, like, refused to eat it. She took, like, 2 bites, and she just didn't like it. And I cooked specifically because she was the one who said she was hungry. And then everyone else, like, agreed, yeah, we're hungry too, so. And then she refused to eat it. She did not like it. And all 3 of us, like, enjoyed it. And Susie made, like, a comment towards Mary, basically saying she doesn't know what she's talking about and that the food is good. And me and Susie, like, talk about that still and, like, how awful that was. Because she was, like, so rude about it. How are you gonna ask me to cook, and then when I cook, you refuse to eat it, and you basically say it's disgusting? What about the WWE thing? I can't remember the context of that.
oh. Mary, Lilia, and me. We were just sitting in our room. Me and Lilia's room. No, it was not like all. Just me and her room.
Hers.
Like,
our room.
Yeah. And I was telling her about how I had a friend who was doing like pro wrestling, like WWE stuff. And like Lilia had literally never seen her once post about WWE.
Never.
Or like ever even talk about it.
Never in 4 years of friendship, ever.
And so I'm just telling her about this, and I'm like, yeah, he really wants me to go down there. So I think I might do that tomorrow, because tomorrow was the day I was supposed to go. And like, that was over. I was done talking about it. And then like the next day or 2 days roll up, and like she starts posting like pictures of WWE divas and like how she wants to be a like how she wants to do WWE now, and like she wants to be a WWE diva. This is so funny to us because she did this so many times. Like, I could say my favorite food is pizza, and she would go home, order a shit ton of pizza, and talk about how pizza is the best thing ever. Like, she would just take things that we would say, and we would go look at her story to see, like, the next day if, like, she posted about what we had been talking about, because she did it so many times. Like, she would just, like, take stuff that we said and, like, post about it, like, as if, like, she said it, or, like, I don't know, I think you get what I'm trying to say. Well, it was so funny.
Oh, and one time we were all in the car after we had picked her up, and she was just like, can you take me to Wendy's or like Burger King or whatever she asked? And she got so much food and she just sat in the back of the car and ate it. And then I turned around and was talking to her, and do you know what she said about my acne? She like commented on my acne in a rude way and like pointed it out, even though she's like, you have acne too. Like, why are you pointing my acne out? Like, what the fuck? Yes, I have fucking acne. I'm a normal person. I'm a fucking teenage girl. I'm 18. I was 17 at the time. Like, yes, I have acne. Another thing, like, literally, like, our junior year, me and Mary were in the same grade. I was best friends with someone who was in, my original cheek, like taking out my infected cheek piercings when I pierced my cheeks when I was 16 years old. That video is taken down now, and that was the same girl who stole my shoes. I stayed with her when I was 16 and got kicked out because of my mom, and then my mom forced me to come home and said she was going to call the cops and say that I ran away. But that girl, we're gonna call her. What are we gonna call her?
Let's go with
What are you gonna call Faith?
Misty.
Okay, so Mary, and we're gonna call the girl who stole my shoes, Misty. Mary and Misty, they were gonna fight.
What?
And Misty was a freshman, and Mary, who was my friend on this channel, both of them were on my channel actually, but Mary, the one that was my age that this whole video was about, she was a junior in high school. She was like 17, and this girl was literally a freshman. And
I'm gonna beat the fuck out of your tween.
And Misty came with two other people who were also, one of them was my friend from whatever.
So Mary pulled up with the whole gang?
No, Misty did.
Misty pulled up with the gang?
Misty, the one who stole my shoes, she pulled up with two other people. And she came with two other people, and Misty and Mary were gonna fight, but Mary, the one my age, she brought a taser, and she was threatening to shoot Misty with her dad's gun when she was like older than her. She took boxing classes too. The one in my grade, Mary took boxing classes, and she was still threatening to shoot her, and she brought a taser.
She actually ended up fighting one of Misty's friends, and she did end up tasing her, and she bit her finger, and her finger was bleeding. And like the cops came and everything. I forgot to say that in this video. But yeah, she actually tased her. She brought a taser to a fight with freshmen.
Yeah, I was friends with her for a while, and I would defend her to my other friends. But then when I stopped being friends with those other friends, they were always talking shit about Mary, always, and I would always defend her to them because like I was friends with her still. And then when I stopped being friends with my friends, they started being friends with Mary. This is so complicated. They started being friends with Mary, and like I don't even know.
I forgot to say that she would solely come to my house sometimes just so I would pierce or like tattoo her, or someone that I have over here would tattoo her, and then she would leave after and say that she had to go home. Like she did that. I pierced her belly button 3 times, and I pierced her cheeks and her septum. Or she would come over just for me to smoke her out, and she is still talking about me to people. Still. I've had her blocked for over a year, and she is still talking about me to people. I don't know what her problem is.
Bye.